He's kicked 3 today, so 36 goals for the season. He creates at half forward, but we spoke about the work of Stewie Kemperman. He's playing that role now, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I'll unearth someone in another position. Andy Paolacci's down boundary side, thanks to Life Care. He was over at the Norwood huddle. What did Dennis Knight have to say?
Yeah, he just drilled in the message to stick to the process. It's gotten this far, a 16-point lead. He explained that these games aren't going to open up, and they've just got to stick to the process, win the contest, and they'll go far. He also mentioned to nullify that hit-up lead that Norwood Park had been working to their advantage so well. So they were talking a lot about the zone, just making sure you just fill the gaps. It's a real team effort, and just drilling that message that keep the belief and you'll get home.
Exactly right, and it's a great point from Nida because you don't expect it to open up, and if it does open up, it'll probably suit Norwood anyway. So from a Norwood Park point of view, they have to make sure that they keep toughing it out because it's going to take them all.
Is the wind a factor? It's blowing out there.
Certainly blowing out there, yeah. It's going right across the ground, it's almost towards the scoreboard.
Say that again, Andy.
It's pushing more or less towards the scoreboard.
More or less, I like it.
That is, of course, the way the Bulls are kicking in this final term. 16 points, it's absolutely nothing. A quick couple of goals. All of a sudden, it's anyone's game. It's what you want to see. Finals. Manson just gets rid of Johnny Wynn into the path of a teammate. I think that was Monahan who kicks it inside 50. Stewie Kemperman comes out to meet the footy. He's led by leads Gibson to the ball on the boundary line. Beats all comers. That's where we're going right now. Thanks to Life Care, Damien Watson.
And the rain has started again, boys. So it'll be interesting to see whether that will impact the scoreboard pressure.
Yes,
Lucky you've got a scarf.
Yes, exactly. I hope your neck's nice
Third
and warm
time
down there. I might bring one next week, actually. Probably look a bit better than that, though. Throw in at half forward. Kyle Martin releases fake. Right foot banana outside of the boot. Oh, just to the right-hand side. It would have been a dream start for the Bulls. One behind. How about that from Vergem fake? Never handball to a ruckman, Davo, but they did on that occasion and it almost paid off.
And they're only 2 goals, 3 away from scores being level. So
15-point margin. That magical figure of 15 points has been found.
The kick comes in from Gibson. It's a fair old roast too, a big pack over it at the bottom there, Declan. I'm looking for one in the back from Monahan. Umpire said, I'm not having a bar of that one, let's have a bounce.
It's in these conditions, it's interesting that the big blokes are having a real influence, isn't it, really?
Yep.
Manson knocked down Monahan on the right boot, pokes it inside forward 50, Shane Allen out in front. He had the stretch, he pulled it in, and he'll have a shot from 45 metres out, almost directly in front.
One of the things that Noble Park have done, they're going to stretch Norwood's full back line. They've got Fake and Dorr sitting down forward to push them, and they've got Allen and Martin up the ground.
Well, in the big games, you want your big-time players to stand up, and that is exactly what Shane Allen is, except he pushed it to the right-hand side. The goal umpire did not move, but it was always missing. Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Noble Park now have 27 more hit-outs for the match. I think that goal umpire actually moves to the left a lot more when it goes straight through the middle. When it goes to the side, he stays in the middle. I don't know why.
Long kick in from Gibson, who's been entrusted with those duties all afternoon. He was looking for Johnson, who had front position, couldn't bring it down. Jordan picks it up, tackled by Anderson, ball up, almost out, right out in front of the scoreboard, the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 14 points of margin it is now in favour of Norwood. Monahan helps that one over the boundary.
Any more dark, or we might have to have the lights on.
Yeah.
Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. Ben, you just spoke about big-name key forwards standing up in big games. Ash Nolte's kicked the first 2 goals of the last term. Lead back to 11 points at Walker Park. Kilsyth 5-9, lead Forest Hill 4-4. 8 minutes gone, final term.
Big thump forward from Manson. Run onto it by Cody. Couldn't quite keep a control of the footy. And Gibson accepts the tackle of Anderson. And we'll have another ball up. Fake. Tap down to Stewie Kemperman. Fake picks it up again to Allen, who just falls over at the wrong time. Chrysoratis is in there for the Norseman. Harper brings him to ground. Another stoppage. This time it is bang smack directly out in front of the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, which reads 12-5-77 Norwood, 9-9-63 Noble Park. 3.5 minutes gone here in the final term. Qualifying final. Baldwin awaits the winner next week. Handball from Fake to Martin. Kick around the corner is smothered. Norwood off half back. Right foot kick to the middle of the ground. Lee Williams comes out, takes a mark, plays on straight away to Ford. Long kick, Stewart, no one around him, leads in the race, just has to pick up the footy. Handballs to Jordan, he's going to run into an open goal and hit the post. Oh no, Red Jordan.
He's got a free kick.
Oh! Brett Jordan, he gets a free kick, let off the hook there. Jeez, he should have put that one through.
He definitely copped one.
He absolutely did. They made him earn the kick. Chuck Manson's not happy. Lucky it's not the real Charlie Manson. That umpire have a few sleepless nights.
That was probably Trent Robinson probably at his best giving the professional free kick away, because that was the only option he had.
Yep.
That was the only option. I don't think Mick Fogarty would be too disappointed with it, even though it could result in a goal.
Well, he's still got to put it through. Just outside the goal square, so he's on the slightest of angles. Rhett Jordan, right foot kick. Goal umpire does a bit of dancing. Too much dancing. One behind. Rhett Jordan, 2 in a row. Geez, that could have been an important goal. Would have been very handy. Margin back out to 15 points. 12-6, 78. 9-9, 63 Noble Park on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Well,
Geez.
that either wins you or loses you games, those ones.
That's it.
Sketcher to bring the ball back in. Short to right. Who was only looking one way and got the handball to the running Martin, who kicked it out wide towards Wilson. It bounced favourably for him, so he had a bit of time. Swings a left boot up towards Dorr, who just stood flat-footed. Hill over the back, created the spoil. Charging through there is Collis. Great tackle. Zach McCubbin right in front of us here.
Good
and we'll have a bounce. True centre wing position. Grandstand side of Bayswater Oval. A 15-point lead to Norwood, who will tackle Baldwin next weekend for a shot at the big dance. No one got the knockout, but it was Holmes who got the clearance, which was smothered. Hill came charging in. In fact, that time it was Gibson. Got the little handball away towards the Hill direction. He ducked ahead. He almost won the free. Got it away to his skipper there in Holmes. Kemperman came in also, and we'll have a bounce. A lot of players around this football.
That's where the game's changed, I reckon. It's this just really brutal contest at the moment, and we'll just see who escapes the better out of it, I think.
Brett Jordan limping off the ground, so a little bit worse for wear.
Free kick here is going to go to Stuart Kemperman, I think, who's the man on the bottom of the pack.
They have been under some intense pressure the first 10 minutes, the Norwood defence, and Noble Park are really coming right at them.
Well, it'll be handy for them to make something of this as Kemperman drives it into the forward pocket. Big fly over the back by Sam Monaghan, who used Adam Gitson as a nice little step ladder. Didn't come off. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 40 metres out from goal. 15 points the margin. Norwood have the lead. Big fly over the back there by Wynne. Anderson's the first player to meet it there for Noble Park. Could get the handball back to Collis. He dropped the
That
ball.
was a really poor play.
Well done
by
there
Anderson.
by Matty Decler, who in fact it was fingers. Sorry, Bradley.
He had first option then and didn't give it. That was really poor from Anderson.
Might just elect to go the direct way down the wing. He goes a big fly over the back.
Yeah,
and
that's a free.
giving away a free kick there was Darren Stewart. It was unnecessary in the end, so Mann gets the handball away. Here's Sketcher.
Handball to the
It was
teammate
just
standing
pointless.
still.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pointless. You're spot on, Sketcher. Made hard work of it, and then just, well, he did nothing in the end because he slammed it down the throat of David Johnson, Brash's love child, as he gets the handball away, and the kick goes inside forward 50 from Lachlan Dixon, but stolen there by Jake Wilson in the front spot for the Bulls. They need to go direct. The kick goes out wide, though. Jared Plymouth, who's had a quiet afternoon, takes the mark inside the defensive arc, and he's got Mann leading for him if he can spot him up, or he might start the switch going on. Right, takes it. Still just inside the arc here.
Geez, big boy. Look at the size of him.
Certainly a unit. We've seen him pull down a huge mark on the Queen's birthday game earlier on in the year as he thumps the ball every bit of 60 metres over the head of everybody. It goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. 15 points the margin, 8 minutes into this final turn. Let's cross down boundary. Andy Pale Archie.
Yeah, BWS, the Norwood physio staff, they're currently working on Rhett Jordan's left ankle. He does look a bit worse for wear. He was certainly hobbling quite heavily. I would be surprised if we see him take any further part in this game.
Feeling the ill effects of that incident earlier on. Dixon gets the clearing kick from Norwood out of that stoppage up towards the centre wing. The Norsemen have the numbers. Fingers. Dean Point and handballs to Qtr4. He tries to get around Robinson and just fell over at the wrong moment. The umpire, I think the boundary line saved him. I thought he was gone for all money, Jaden Qtr4, but we'll have a boundary throw in. On centre wing, just on the Norwood side of halfway. They lead this game by 15 points. Almost 9 minutes gone in the final term. Kyle Martin, quick hands. Left foot kick from Harper up towards centre half forward.
Oh, Hilly.
Great mark, Stewie Hill ghosting across the front of the pack. Big, strong chest mark from Stewie Hill, one of the great fullbacks in Division 1 of the Eastern Football League.
Contender for Pancake Parlour Player of the Day, that.
Left foot kick, as if inspired by himself. Stewie Hill tries to bite a bit more than he can chew.
Until he kicked it.
Yeah. No good. A couple of bounces over the boundary line in front of his teammates, so we'll have a boundary throw in now. Out in front of the tent on the far side of the ground. Plenty of people huddled in there because it's just started to rain. It's getting a little bit heavier by the minute here. Monaghan, Anderson, stolen by Dixon, who handballs to Wynn. Standing still, Wynn gets the handball across. Now it's in the hands of Gibson. Right foot kick into the middle of Bayswater Oval. Zach McCubbin's got a panic. Opts not to bounce.
The ball free kick.
Yeah, Kevin Keane. Yep, spot on. Ford pushed him in the back.
Yeah, just a bit overzealous there, Jakey Ford.
Yeah, it means he fell over and hit his head. Did Keane. He seems to be in a bit of trouble.
Marked by Jessup inside 50 too, so a shot on goal, back to the middle, Noble Park to go forward.
It's almost a reverse roll from the third term when Norwood were the beneficiary of a couple of slack free kicks from Noble Park. Now it's the other way around. Keane coming off the ground, so not going to take the free kick.
I think it's blood rule. No.
Looks to be in a bad way, so Cody just pumps it inside 50. A big pack of players. Allen flies at the back. Picked up by Ava. He was the first one there. Right foot kick around the corner. Kempham and Stewie just off the bench. Running back with the flight of the ball. Great mark, Jake Ford.
Oh, holy dog.
That is finals footy at its absolute best. He's got a teammate running past. It's Dean Poynton. Gets it to him. High left foot kick. Wright and Williams do battle. Darren Stewart ghosting back though. He takes a strong grab. Plenty of space inside 50. He goes that way. Long kick from Stewart. They need a mark here, the Norseman. Gibson couldn't take it. Kick off the ground. Just to the wrong side. Adam Gibson, one behind Norwood.
He's had a good game, Gibson.
Absolutely he has. 12-7-79 Norwood. 9-9-63 the Noble Park Footy Club. 16 points of margin. 11 minutes gone. Qualifying final Division 1 Eastern Football League action.
Ryan Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Inside 50.
Oh, just cut you off there, Matty Deckler. Well, the short pass was on from Cody, and I tell you what, it's well, this could absolutely seal it here.
Coach killer.
Yeah, jeez.
Just, no, not necessary. They've not been doing that for the last, 15, 20 minutes of all game time, and then they do it now.
Well, you've heard the saying, right place, right time. That certainly suits this situation. It's a good kick off the boot. It drifts to the left-hand side. Brett Dorr stands strong on the last line of defence, and he's not wasting any time. Cody, he gets another chance of a reprieve, Trent.
Well, he's doing exactly what Mick Folks wants him to do.
So he's screaming for our teammates to make their way up to half-back, so he goes to the Manson direction. The big fly over the back there by O'Sullivan, who pulls it down on the second grab. Fantastic mark. He's about 80 metres out from goal. They've spread into the middle here. The kick needs to be good, and Matty Jessup takes the mark. Almost at true centre half forward. They're 2 kicks from home. Ford short if he wants him. He might go to the tall timber. He might go to the Leroy Williams direction. The kick dropped short in the end. Martin tried to claim the mark on the second bite. Over the top he goes.
Good
short
kick.
pass to Sam Monaghan. It was tough for him. He had to use the opposite and somehow find his way to his teammate, and he hit the target. Short passes on. Back fake is in the goal square. Defensive side out to Kemperman. Now they'll use the far side of Bayswater Oval here. Jared Plemon takes the mark. Still 50 metres out from the Norwood goals. Short is on. Jake Wilson.
They look like a football side down Noble Park.
They do. They just got to. They've slowed it down too much when they get to this area. They need to continue with the run if they're going to.
They've just done it again too. As the sausage rolled straight into the arms of Stewie Hill, who didn't pull the mark down. Jessup though, handballs off. That's okay. Ava on the right boot into the middle of the ground. Mark's taken by McCubbin. He's got players further afield if he wants to use him in Gibson, who's screaming for it. But they've still got players forward. Mark's been taken there by Dixon. Swings around now on the right boot up towards the Williams direction. Big thump over the top there by Wright, but stolen by Cruzaranos. Can he put it through? He pushes it to the left-hand side. Well, that certainly would have got everybody up and about, but instead, let's go down boundary side. Thanks to Life Care, Damien Watson.
As is the customary Melbourne tradition, BWS, the rain has stopped for the moment, and Kevin Keane is coming back onto the ground after that heavy knock 5 minutes ago.
98 points the margin now at Tormore Reserve, and I tell you what, with Thompson and Scotland now resting on the bench, there's only one way to stop the Sharks in a couple of weeks' time.
How's that?
To play Donny East.
12-8-80, plays 9-9-63, 17 points of margin on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Collis has the ball at half back, kicks the ball 5 metres to Martin. Umpire still pays the mark. Cole Martin takes the mark.
Yeah, well, he can take his time like that, but no one's actually moved since he's done that.
Shocking kick, hits the wrong side of the football, puts Wilson under a bit of pressure. Handballs to right, he makes good space. Great work, big fella. Finds Plimmin. Kicks to Stewie Kemperman at half forward. Jess gets there. Great lead from Stewie Kemperman as well. Suit his left foot. Comes inboard. Finds Daniel Keeley. Thought about playing on. Decided not to. They've set up well across the middle. He's got a few options. Almost too many here. Eventually looks like that's what they're going to do. No. Kelly.
Norwood have zoned back so quickly. That's the problem. They zone so well, Norwood, that if you stop the ball, they just zone back in and stop you allowing to get those easy kicks.
Somehow there's still a fat side though, Davo, so if they get the footy in right, Noble Park, it'll work for them. The kick from Plimmin goes to a pack. It is inside the forward 50. No clean possession. Picked up by Allen.
Boundary.
Tackled. Just crossed down boundary side. Thanks to Life Care, Andy Paolacci.
Yeah, Sam, as Rhett Jordan is back on after that ankle knock. His right ankle heavily strapped and still noticeably limping, so interesting to see how he plays the rest of the game out.
One of the nothing that a jab couldn't have fixed.
One of the stars from the Norwood Footy Club across half-back, Rhett Jordan. We certainly would need him out there. It's 15 minutes gone, 12-8-80, plays 9-9-63 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Harper sees it over the boundary line again.
They won't go away.
No.
But they need a goal. They need another goal. If they don't get this goal, then it's...
Dunsky.
Yep. Yeah. All back in. Harper got tackled, but still had hands free. Got the handball forward. No one can pick up the footy, though. Tackle laid by Gibson. Pressure moments. Pressure game of football. To the victor go the spoils. A match up against Baldwin next week. Right out here at Bayswater Oval again. The Eastern Football League finals in Division 1. And geez, it's just starting. If this is any indication of the kind of footy we're going to get, where else would you rather be for the next month? Clearing kick from Norwood. No mark taken.
Throw.
It looked like a throw, Brash, but not paid. Plimmin hit the wrong side of the footy, outside of the boot, out of bounds on the full.
Shocker.
Going to be a free kick in front.
You sit down and you have a look and you go... Not sure how Norwood are actually winning it because they're actually not doing much, but Norwood Noble are making all the play, just making too many mistakes.
Jessup on his side's defensive arc, far side of the ground, drives the ball up towards the wing position over the top right, got two hands on it, Holmes at the fall, the ball, little look away, handball went sideways and out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
One area Norwood is winning is the contested possessions this quarter, 21-16. Uncontested possessions, 28-18 in favour of Noble.
Thanks to Choose Tap, the #1 stats man in the business, Grant Campbell. Jessup was allowed to go on with it from the umpire, so they link up well here. Here's Jakey Ford, kicks it up towards the McCubbin direction, but he outmuscled his opponent well, which created a little bit of space there for Stewart. This way, that way. It might just sausage roll. It's all the way in here with a bit of a wrong end. Is it going through? It's touched on the line. Robertson in desperation keeps his side alive. 17.5-minute mark of this final term, and it is Norwood 12-8-80, and it is a 16-point margin out here as they look to bring the ball straight back. The Noble Park Football Club kick goes out wide. It was half smothered. You heard the slap in the effects mic picked up by Gibson, who has a short option on, and he takes it just to slow things down a little bit. McCubbin.
Norwood are still got to take the game on. They can't afford to be slowing it down. They have to keep taking the game up, otherwise Noble Park will run over them.
Gibson's getting votes from me, there's no doubt about that. On the right boot. Kicks it up towards the half-forward line and out in front. Lachlan Dixon, who's had a good game. I've liked his work rate.
Had a good last quarter.
Dixon just kicks it into the hot spot over the top there of Williams. Standing tall, Bergam fake, takes it. The big ruckman, he's got Harper short and he wants to hit that target, which he does. Umpire call play on, which was a little bit stiff maybe in the end. Picked up by Williams. Back to Decla, who almost copped one high.
Oh, no!
And he has been called high, Trent Robinson.
I'll tell you what, Lee Williams' defensive work as a forward has been sensational today. Just then again, it was just his pressure work to create that turnover. Free kick or not, it doesn't matter. His work has been tremendous.
So go with 3 first-half goals.
Can he ping one from the impossible? He starts it right. That's a beautiful kick off the boot. That's an absolute perler. That is the Westfield Knox goal of the day. Don't you worry about that. Matty Deckler from the boundary line. And, well, Norwood look to be going on for a chance in the big dance next week against Balwyn. The lead is out to 24 points. Almost time on here on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
If that was the defining moment of the game, that's it there. That tackle by Lee Williams, that forward pressure there, created the opportunities for Decler or Decler, whoever it is. Decler.
We'll go with my pronunciation.
The French
pronunciation. Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. Matty Carnelli kicks a goal at the 26-minute mark of the final term. Kilsyth 6-12-48. Forest Hill not going away 5-4-38. As I update though, final siren. Kilsyth into the grand final against Warrandyte.
Big match-up. Punch forward there from Fake. Monaghan.
By Brett Shoulders.
Sketcher. Big kick. Dylan Collis takes a strong mark on the lead at centre wing. Anderson just drops back, takes a good one. Got to put the ball inside 50. Goes wide to Allen, who couldn't take the mark. It's an interesting option, an interesting spot to lead Shane Allen. If he took the mark, he would have been right up against the boundary line. We saw Matty Declerc put one through, but 20 minutes gone. 13-9-87.
I think that's because Jonathan Wynn went back into the hole and there was no one else down there, so he had to go out wide.
Kyle Martin grabs the ball out of the stoppage. Right foot kick from the boundary. Oh, it's just gone on the wrong side. One behind Noble Park. Let's cross down boundary side thanks to Life Care. Andy Powlutch.
Yeah, I think Dennis Knight is putting Rhett Jordan on ice. He's been taken off, still noticeably limping. So I think just doing the discipline thing and giving Rhett Jordan an early bath.
Yeah, went back on, and when he went on, he went to full forward. Long kick from the Norseman, picked up by Holmes, who's been a good four-quarter performer today, the Norwood skipper.
Yep.
Just burst through a couple, kick to Lee Williams leading up. Good work from him. He's got Qtr4 and Ford. They raffle it. Qtr4 comes out on top. He's got Dixon. Before that, though, finds Alex Calder. Gibson. Left foot kick to him, just over his head, but he's got plenty of space. Taps it forward to Dixon. Takes a bounce. He's got one to get around. Handballs over the top of Fake. Gets it back from Gould. Lockie Dixon to ice the game for Norwood. Can't quite. One behind. 13-10, 88 now to 9-10, 64, an even 4-goal margin, 21 and a half minutes. They're going to need to do some good work from here, the Bulls.
Martin up to 9 disposals in this final quarter, thanks to Chusap.
Short passes on to Anderson. We go short to Monaghan, takes the mark. Still haven't got out of that defensive arc. 3 kicks. Short now, Kelly takes it. Still inside. Anderson screaming for it in the guts. He's short. He'll go for it again, Anderson. He has to pluck it in, and he does. Great experience. He knows what needs to be done as he just thumps it with a little bit of hope as well. But it was a 5-on-1 situation, but it might be downfield for being dumped afterwards here.
Yeah, Davey Johnson got taken out of the contest by Trent Robinson.
Oh, okay, so it comes back the other way.
Yeah, once again, Trent Robinson's overzealousness has cost Noble Park a crucial possession.
He has made a few costly mistakes today.
Not that he should do that, but in his defence,
I know.
Johnson.
He's a great antagonist.
He certainly didn't do the right thing by Martin either. But,
Johnson's kick goes forward, and a free kick has been paid to Norwood. So, well, only about 20 metres out from goal, if that. Darren Stewart will shoot for his 4th, and well, Paul, you talked about the icing earlier on. This is certainly going to be it with a few sprinkles as well, I reckon.
Darren with an eye.
Do we have a count on how many free kick goals Norwood have had? Because I would suggest that I think every goal they've kicked after half-time's been a free kick.
And he puts it straight through the middle for his 4th goal on the board, and Norwood are running away with this one. A fantastic team performance today. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 14-10-94. It's out to 30 points, 9-10-64.
Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. Sorry to cut in, boys. Mitcham 7-10-52. Templestowe coming 6-7-43. Can't be too long left out at Eastfield.
Good effort by Tempe there, Paul, really.
Yeah, with half the side out.
I'll tell you the other one, young Dixon. Dixon's been good, but I really like the work Well, the centre forward Stewart today, he's been excellent, hasn't he, all day?
Big kick from Manson inside forward 50. Ends up with a mark or free kick to Stewie Hill and 25-metre penalty against Brett Dorr. Maybe a bit of lip. Crowd getting involved.
Representative team teammates there.
Yeah, 30 points. With even 5 goals in margin here, Norwood have certainly done enough. They'll take on Baldwin next week.
I knew he was going to do that.
Stewie Hill goes all the way back to Davey Johnson. Scott Dixon. Well, ranging right foot kick finds Dixon. No rush here from the Norseman. It's Dixon at half back. Gets around Monaghan. The crowd absolutely love it. 3-on-1 in favour of the Bulls. Manson thumps it down. Left foot kick now. Brett Dorr. He's got Keane out wide. Monaghan lays a shepherd. Keane, right foot kick into some space. In the direction of Kemperman. Stewie Kemperman couldn't take the mark. Gets a free kick. Umpire says no advantage, even though it was about to
pay the mark.
Oh, did he pay the mark? Did he? So fair enough. No advantage from a mark. Stewie Kemperman. Nothing more than a consolation prize for a Noble Park Bull who's been there on the last day in September. Won flags with his footy club. He's going to put one through here. He's a great Noble Park man, Stewie Kemperman, as is Bobby.
Well, they moved Kemperman forward for this final term, so I'd like to see him kick a goal because that's what he was there for.
He played the Ziggy Allwyn role after Ziggy Allwyn went off, and that left foot kick is fantastic. He made no mistake there. Pops it straight through the middle. Margin back to 4 goals. Stewie Kemperman's first. 14-10-94. Plays 10-10-70. 25.5 minutes gone here on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Division 1 finals in the Eastern Football League.
That's been the what they've needed to do in this last quarter is get it down there quickly. Unfortunately, they've got the ball across that half-back line and stopped. And then not move the ball quickly through the middle. When they do it, they open up their forward line and they look dangerous.
As quick as you like, Mitcham back out to a comfortable lead of 21 points, 2 quick goals.
Good mark.
Almost all over at East Burwood.
Tell you what, he's had a good game, this bloke.
He doesn't play a bad game.
His last quarter's been excellent, hasn't it?
It has.
Stewie Hill, for those interested.
Stewie Hill switches it out wide. Mark's been taken by Calder. Up towards the half-forward line, bouncing football. This is okay. He's Cruzaradas, who arched the back in the end, got a grubber of a kick away. Only got about 10 metres, so Noble Park have the numbers. Across the half-back line, there you go. Harper takes the mark into the middle. Here's Kyle Martin. Looking for the old 1-2 was Harper, and he took it now. Can have time and have a bounce. Just get boot to ball, son. Goes back to Martin. He's about 60 metres out from goal. He thumps it goalwards. It's a 1-on-1 situation here. It's knocked away. Nicely done there by Johnson, who wanted his own piece of the pie. Kicked a goal, but it's only 1 point for Noble Park. Margin back out to 23 points out here at Bayswater Oval. 27-minute mark of this final term.
But again, the quick running is what they needed to do, and they did that then. So something for them to learn for next week.
Ava takes it. One of Seymour's favourites.
Yep, best on ground in the interleague game. Played for the Vic Metro side as well. He's a star, Matty Ava.
Big fly over the back. O'Sullivan was there. So too Anderson, who was trying to go backwards to his teammate Wilson. He kept the ball alive. Sam Monaghan, little look away handball. Jessup was in there. Monaghan was also after it. Poynton got a little grubber on it, and here's Gould, who was able to pick up the spoils. Short passes on. Williams had a little bit of space there, but the kick couldn't hit him. Tim Kelly chops it off for Noble Park. Short passes on towards Robertson. Jessup came from behind. He created the spoil, went after it again. He copped one almost high then over the shoulder. By said all is fair, and we'll have a bounce.
Get another one for undisciplined work here.
Been impressed with Craig Anderson. He has not stopped trying all day, the Noble Park skipper. Has been very, very good.
Trojan-like?
Yes, Trojan-like, someone would say. So Norwood coming out with the free kick.
It was just another undisciplined piece of play from the Bulls then.
They've lost it, I think, a bit here, the Bulls. So the man they call Fingers gets it to Jessup, who plays on from the paint of 50 to the goal square.
Well done.
Matty DeClure, his second goal of the last quarter. Just pinches it. Runs into the open goal, puts it through. Margin back out to 29 points. That's a contender, the Pancake Parlour play of the day.
They have
around the ground.
They've punished them each time, haven't they?
Yep.
Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. Sorry, boys. Full time at Tullamore Reserve.
Seamless. Doncaster
18-14-122 have defeated Croydon and will walk their way into the grand final in a couple of weeks' time. Croydon 1-4-10.
That is abysmal. That is abysmal.
Yeah, speaking of abysmal, exactly. Kyle Martin will have a shot on goal. Maybe it's him. I know there's a free kick going in Noble Park.
Martin kicked it. He got the clearance, so I don't think he's got the free kick. He's
He was
inside 50
standing
as well.
right next to the umpire, so no need to bust throw, that type of
I
thing.
think it's Keeley.
So it's all done and dusted, Seymour.
Yeah, there's the final siren. We'll have a shot on goal after the fact. I think it's Dan Keeley for the Bulls. It is, so he'll try and put one through from 50.
Not that percentage is going to come into it.
No, it's certainly not Brash, and kick's just gone to the left-hand side. The Noble Park crowd, the Norwood crowd rather, love that one. O'Sullivan takes a strong mark on the line. That's all she wrote out here, the first qualifying final at Bayswater Oval. Norwood 15-10-100. Get the chocolates over Noble Park 10-11-71. A fantastic win from the Norsemen. Brett Davidson, they went out to that early lead in the first quarter by about 4.5 goals. Noble Park, try as they might, could never get back with inside 11 points. It was a strong performance from the reigning premiers.
It was. Mick Fogarty is not happy. He's shaking his head as he walks off. He is not a happy man at the moment. He went into the dugout where the umpires were and had a word to the emergency umpire and
I think
came back.
I think Darren Goldsping's around that area. Maybe go and have a chat with him.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure. But look, as you said, they were very, very good for what they needed to do. I still don't think they played great football.